The horses are coming onto the track for the ninth and feature race of the afternoon. The 7th annual Provincial Cup, a pace at 1 mile for a purse of $50,000. Marshall Page and East parades the horses postwards for the 7th annual Provincial Cup. Number 1 is Royal Count N, an 8-year-old New Zealand import owned by the WPC stables of Brooklyn, New York. He set a lifetime mark at Liberty Bell last week of 1:59.4. His driver is Alan Kenner. Number 2 is Bramble Hall, also from New Zealand. Won 5 straight out on the West Coast and was clocked in 1:59.3 at Bay Meadows, owned by Richard Staley of Beverly Hills, California, and will be handled this afternoon by Doug Ackerman of Gillane, Michigan. Number 3, Isle of Wight, 6-year-old son of Tar Heel, owned by Ben Babb, William Kemp, and Furman Perry of Virginia. In the bike will be the world record driver from Angers, Quebec, Herve Filion. Number 4 is Keystone Pat, 5-year-old, owned by the BJ stables of Oshawa, Ontario, driven by Ron Waples of Durham, Ontario. Number 5, Bye Bye Max, 5-year-old son of Bye Bye Bird, owned by Otto J. Sunder of Jamestown, New York, driven by Jack Bailey of Owego, New York. Number 6, Philmar Creed, a late scratch. And number 7 is Albatross, 4-year-old son of Meadow Skipper, owned by the Albatross Syndicate, the 1971 Harness Horse of the Year. His trainer-driver is the great Stanley Dancer, twice a Provincial Cup winner with Cardigan Bay. This is the field for the 7th annual Provincial Cup here at Windsor Raceway. The starter has called for the horses. It's post time. They're at the post. Starting gate is rolling now. This is the 7th annual Provincial Cup for a purse of $50,000. It will be Alan Kenner with Royal Count N moving in up the rail. Michigan's Doug Ackerman moves Bramble Hall in second. Next comes Herve Filion with Isle of Wight. Ron Waples with Keystone Pat. Next comes Jack Bailey with Bye Bye Max and the outside horse, Stanley Dancer with Albatross. Here they come. They're rough and pacing. That's Royal Count in the middle of the racetrack is Keystone Pat, and on the outside, Albatross. As they race to that first turn, Royal Count in opens up by a length and a half. Keystone Pat moves in second, Albatross on the outside third. Bramble Hall moves up fourth. Moving fifth is Isle of Wight. Here comes Albatross on the outside. Albatross is second. Albatross now takes over that lead as they race over to the quarter-mile mark. There's single file as they race to the quarter. The first quarter in 28-1. Coming down past the stands, that's Albatross by a length and a half. Royal Count in right there at close second. Moving up third now is Keystone Pat. Bramble Hall is fourth. Isle of Wight is fifth, and here comes Bye Bye Max on the move. Bye Bye Max, the first horse to motor up on the outside. Also on the move between horses is Keystone Pat. As they race around that turn, there's 3 wide. Albatross has the lead. Keystone Pat on the outside second. Royal Count in right there at close third, and they reach the half in 59-1. As they race into that back stretch, they'll all start to motor. Albatross by a length on the outside. Keystone Pat. Royal Count in moves through on the inside third. Moving fourth is Bye Bye Max. Bramble Hall as they race down that back stretch and over to the 3/4 pole. They've got to catch Albatross, and he has a length and a half lead. On the outside, Keystone Pat to a drive. Royal Count in starts to look for racing room now as they race around that turn. And on the outside is Isle of Wight. Albatross is opened up by 2 now as they round the turn to race down the lane. Albatross goes to a drive with a 2-length lead. Here comes Isle of Wight up on the outside. Between horses now is Royal Count in as they round the turn to race for home. It's Albatross. Isle of Wight on the outside. On the inside is Royal Count in. Coming for home. Albatross is to a drive. Isle of Wight in the middle of the racetrack now as they race for home. It's Albatross and Isle of Wight. House to stands. This one's going to belong to Isle of Wight, and here they all come. winner of the 7th Annual Provincial Cup, number 3, Isle of Wight, owned by Ben Babb, W. Camp Jr., and Firmer Perry of Suffolk, Virginia, trained by O. Mumford, very capably handled to victory this afternoon by Herve Filion.
Well, see, like I told you, you never know. You never know.
It's a beautiful race.
I knew the race would go faster than 2 minutes. But I didn't expect to come last going 31 like that. I had to go 3 wide around the last turn. I didn't think I was going to catch him. But I had to move a little bit earlier than I expected. So everything went good. As long as when you win, you got no beef, you know. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you ran the bird down. Hey, get to the board. It's a big man. Herve, I came on a bit early.
Here are the official placings for the 9th race, the Provincial Cup from the top down. Number 1, Royal Count Inn was 3rd. Number 2, Bramble Hall, 4th. Number 3, Isle of Wight, the race winner. Number 4, Keystone Pat was 6th. Number 5, Bye Bye Max, 5th. Number 6, Phil War Creed had been scratched. And number 7, Albatross was 2nd. The time of the mile this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, 1:59 and 4/5.
Yeah, I moved a little bit early than I wanted to. I got a job done. You got nothing to beef about when you win.